Alright.
Alright, third time I'm doing this video. First one was out of focus. Forgot to turn the mic on a few minutes ago. Third time's the charm. Let's get this going. I've already had. Not that I don't mind having some more, but I've already had. So I know what I'm going to give you guys. I don't have to go into a whole lot of detail. Kings County Bourbon. Distilled in Kings County Distillery, Brooklyn, New York. Aged 1 year, 1 year or more. Batch number 124. It's New York City's oldest whiskey distillery, so it says. This is bourbon whiskey. 45% alcohol by volume is $3.75. Picked it up in Western Kansas at a little liquor store. Paid $49.99, which is a lot of money for $3.75. I have seen it there when I used to go through there several times for 3 or 4 years. So I'm apparently not the only one that thinks it's a high price for $3.75. That's why it dwelled in the store shelves like it has. Finally broke down, bought it. Not disappointed. Still think it's high priced, but not disappointed with the bourbon itself. Medium amber +2. It's got a nice color for 1 year old or more, which can mean a lot of things really anymore. I know they use small casks or barrels to age in, so that kind of speeds up the aging process a little bit more. It gives us nice tears, runs down evenly throughout the glass, which is really neat. Did it last time. I haven't washed the glass out. Still does the same thing. And it still runs tears after the initials runs. There's another second layer that comes behind it. There's some viscosity there. Caramel. Nice aged vanilla. The black pepper. Faint whiff of apple. It's the only fruitiness I'm really getting on, but there is a little apple in the red apple. Red delicious style. Black pepper, if I haven't already said it. And the oak. The oak is, you notice the oak in this one. You can't get past the oak. The oak presence is there, but it's there in a good way. Let's get to the palate. Caramel, nutmeg, and black pepper. Spiciness is more in the palate than in the nose. The vanilla's there, but it's really, the vanilla moves back. The fruitiness of the apple is almost non-existent, really, in all honesty. There is a note of cedar that comes through on the palate that you don't get on the nose. I don't get. I always attribute a little bit of that to youth, but it's not always true, but I kind of associate that with younger bourbons. It's a common flavor I get with younger bourbons. Nice medium finish. Mouth feels good. I wouldn't call it thick or slick or a slick mouth feel. It's not. It's a good medium mouth feel. I don't know. That's a hard one to describe. It's not creamy. It's more just it's not watery though. There is some weight to the mouth, to the bourbon in your mouth. And it leaves a little bit of a slick slide. Very drying for the 45% alcohol by volume, if I didn't say that. I've enjoyed my $3.75. I think it's good. Still has the oak presence though. In the end, in the final finish, I find I'm left with oak and caramel. Those are your major two dominant flavors I'm really left in them. The nutmeg's there too. I guess the nutmeg, I taste the nutmeg there too. It follows through. But it's definitely nutmeg, because I went through the spice cabinet recently, reacquainted myself with the different spices, because I made a statement the other day. I questioned my statement at that point, so it's a good thing to do once in a while. Score, I'm going to give it an 89 out of 100. I like it. Value wise, I think it still could be cheaper than what it is. These flies are cute on my nerves. They're just bugging me. They're sticky out here. I think it's going to rain again. It's been raining. I digress. You can buy the 750 bottles. They have just come in a flask style bottle, 752. I've not seen them in Kansas. Oklahoma's where I've seen them at. Price wise, they're half again as much. I think, if I remember correctly, they were in that $70 range. But I may not be remembering correctly, but I think in the place I've seen them. And whereas this is a bourbon whiskey, it's just titled as bourbon whiskey. They have a straight bourbon whiskey now, and they have a rye, and they've got several different offers. I think they even got a malt whiskey. So really, I would like to explore more of their lineup. I just got to make a trip down there to do it. And I'm on a new work schedule, guys. That's why I haven't made a video in a while. I'm now kind of starting to get normalized, but then that's going to change again at the end of this week. So I just have to make them when I can. So anyway, that being said, 89 out of 100. I enjoy it. If you find it and you feel like parting with an extra $50, I don't think you'd be disappointed, and it's definitely worth a try. I don't think you're going to be enamored. You're not buying Elijah Craig Barrel Proof or nothing like that, because you can buy a pretty nice bourbon for what you pay for this in the 750. So I mean, it gives you a moment of pause. But if you want to exercise your palate and try something different, this is definitely a way to go. Anyway, I'll stop with all that because I'm rambling on now. Remember, the spirit in your glass isn't running from you. Take your time, sip, and enjoy it. You'll be better for it, as we all will. As you can tell, I've already finished that one, so I'm done. I'm starting to sweat. It's 93 degrees in the shade, and the flies are bugging me. I'll talk to you guys later.